Hey guys, welcome. So today, my God, I'm forgetting the days myself. We are on day 23, right? 23, I think. Anyway, let's get over to the mat and get ourselves started. So today we're going to work on releasing those wrists, stretching the soles of our feet, nice stretches for our neck and shoulders. So all of these areas that don't get stretched out much or where tend to carry tension, we're going to work on releasing them. So we'll actually start today in child's pose. So coming to sit or bum to our heels, allowing our hands to stretch forward. We'll lower our head between our hands and allow our forehead to rest on the ground. If you want to start with pressure completely off your hands, you have the option of swinging your arms around and bringing them by your side. And again, child's pose is a lovely way to start our practice, as it naturally allows us, even encourages us, to close our eyes, to soften our gaze, and to just sense how we're feeling in our bodies as we start today. So in this position, you might notice some tightness in your hip area. You might also notice some tension in your shoulders. And just being aware of it. And breathing into these spaces. And as we rest here in our child's pose, maybe we could take a moment to just set an intention for the day. So the intention might be to go for a 20-minute walk. The intention might be to make a bit of time to do something you enjoy later. So it can be anything. It might be to call a friend or a family member. Or it might be just something as simple as listening to what your body needs as you go through the day. And now, keeping that in our mind, we'll start to lift up into a tabletop position. So in our tabletop position, we may need to readjust ourselves slightly on our mat so that our knees are hip distance apart, our knees stacked beneath our hips, our wrists beneath our shoulders, really grounding through, so that we have a nice flat back. Our gaze is down between our hands. From here we're going to immediately move into some wrist stretches. So we'll just start to rock back and forward. Nice gentle stretch here for our wrists. One more time. And then when we come back to center, we bring our hands out to the side, still keeping our wrists beneath our shoulders. And this time we're going to rock side to side. So again, don't feel the need to mirror the depth to which I'm going. Move so that you feel a stretch for yourself, but that it's not too intense. So you don't want to be feeling pain, but you do want to notice a stretch in this area. And we'll do one more round. And back to center. From here we're going to turn our fingers back to face our body. And we're going to rock back and forward again. So this time you might notice the heel of your hand slightly lifting. You might notice a stretch of the back of your arm, especially between our wrist and our elbow. And we'll just go through one more round of that. And coming back to center. And then coming to the backs of our hands, fingers facing our body, we'll again rock back and forth. So this little beauty is where I generally tend to notice it the most. So you might feel a stretch all along the back of your hands and possibly coming up your forearm. And that's a good thing, means we're easing it out. And one more time. And then back to center. We'll turn our hands around. From here we'll take small circles in one direction, so kind of rocking our body around our wrists. Keeping our feet grounded if we can, but as you can see, mine want to dance. So they're lifting and lowering at their own pace. And just giving another circle. From here, we're going to tuck our toes. We're going to bring the knees in so that they're touching. And we're going to sit back or bum to our heels. So here we want to make sure that all 10 toes are in contact with the ground. You might need to readjust. You can look down to do that. Just make sure all 10 toes are in contact with the ground. Spine is stacked above our hips, shoulders back and relaxed. Hands resting on our thighs, gaze forward, toes pose. So this is quite an intense stretch. Great one to do if you are on your feet a lot in the day, if you like running. So, and just in general, for healthy feet, we rarely stretch out our feet, rarely give them that kind of little bit of loving, and you know, we're on them all day long for most of us, so it's just a nice way to take a few moments and stretch them out. And it doesn't need to be too long. So again, just focusing on the quality of the movement. As this pose feels so intense, sometimes it might feel too intense to hold for the full period of time. If you notice that, what you can do is bring your hands forward, untuck your feet, tap them, and then when you're ready, curl them and come back in. So that's totally cool. And again, it just gives you a chance to like take a breather and come back to the pose. Continue breathing here, and then we'll release. So from here, we're going to open up our shoulder. So we're coming into our tabletop, bring your left hand to center, raising your right, and then lowering it under our left, allowing our head to come to the ground, and bringing our left hand to our lower back. If we want, we can keep our left hand on the ground, that's totally optional. This just allows for a slightly deeper opening. And just breathing into the space and enjoying any sensations you're noticing in your upper body. And then from here we'll raise our arm, bring our left hand down, lift up, and lower right hand to underneath our face, raising our left, dropping it under, allowing our temple to come to the ground, our head resting on the ground, our right hand to our lower back, and just breathing into any sensations that we notice here, encouraging space and encouraging release. And from here we'll raise our right hand, press it down on the ground, lift our left up, lower, and come into a cross-legged position in the center of our mat. So from here we're going to do just some quick shrugs. So hands to our knees maybe, lift to the shoulders and drop. Hunch, 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 and drop. Hunch in our shoulders to our ears and drop. And one more time and drop. Then we'll do little circles, massaging our shoulders backwards. Take a pause and forwards. And pause. From here, we'll draw our left hand to the mat, fingers touching down, right hand to our left ear, and draw our head over to our right shoulder, getting a nice stretch all along our left neck and upper shoulder area. We can close our eyes if it's more comfortable. And just breathe into the sensations that we're noticing here. release. Bring her right hands down, bring her left hand over to her right ear, draw it towards her left shoulder. Feel that nice stretch all along her right side neck and her shoulder, her upper shoulder area. And then we release back to center. From here, we're just going to bring our chin to our chest. Then gently on the exhale, raise our gaze, draw our head and our chin towards the sky. And on the inhale, lower to chest. Exhale as we dip our head back, allow our gaze to come up. Exhale, lower chin to chest. Back to center. Right ear, right shoulder. Back to center. Left ear, left shoulder. And center. Right ear, right shoulder. And center. Left ear, left shoulder. And center. And from here, we'll bring our hands to rest on our lap. Well done. Great practice today. I hope you notice a little bit of freeing up in your neck area, also in your feet and your wrists. And again, remember, you can come back to this at another stage in the day, or you can even double up and use this along with another day's practice if you feel you want to get an extra opening and stretch in these areas. Thanks for taking part in today's class, guys, and hope you have a great day. As you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, your words, your heart, your body and soul. Namaste.